Hey everybody, Angelica here and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be watching episode 5 of season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead, Laura, which I'm going to assume that's going to be like an episode dedicated to Naomi. And maybe we'll see what happened when she was supposed to, or she supposedly had like run off or left, what's his name, John, when he was telling Morgan that story. What was it, episode 1 or episode 2 of this season? He was telling Morgan that story about how she like left him one night and he like never saw her again, and he just found out that she like left the stadium, or like she Lucy and Strand and Alicia kind of made the impression that she's dead because she didn't make it out of the stadium. My thing is, I'm assuming we're eventually going to see what played out at the stadium. I don't know if the guys that were out front in the parking lot and shit, maybe they made it where the walkers came in and it got overrun, and people like Madison and Naomi and shit didn't make it out, so we're just assuming that they died. And also, I want to add right now, if I sound nasally or anything like that, I am literally coming off an ear infection right now, which is crazy to say. 28 years old. 28 years old. And I'm dealing with a damn ear infection. It's been so annoying. My hearing is like getting way better. And this is like the best physically that I felt to like get up and record and, you know, film and everything. And I also want to apologize for like my delay in posting. I am getting back into my groove of like editing. It's just a lot going on the last couple of months, so like editing just hasn't been a priority. So like when I get time to is kind of like when I try to edit, but I'm hoping like I'm gonna get myself back into that groove of editing. So I'm hoping this episode will be out within the next couple of days. I already started editing episode 7 of House of the Dragons. So once those get wrapped up, we'll start shows like Bridgerton. We'll get shows like Shogun going through, you know, and you know, all of you guys who have been patient and riding with me and continuing to watch these videos, I appreciate every single one of you, and I'm just really excited to see what happens, because I think I'm saying, like, I think they think Naomi and Madison didn't make it only because they didn't see them make it out of the stadium. But it could be the same situation like Daniel, where where they just thought he like was burned alive because of what happened at the farm and shit. It could be a same situation like that, where they just think that they're dead but they're actually not. But I can go all day with this show. I chit chat a lot because I'm just really interested to see what they're going to continue to do with Nick's character, and like how they, like when the last time we'll see him will be, like when officially that actor will be like no longer in the show. I'm curious on how they're gonna wrap that up. And I'm also curious when we will see Mr. Salazar. I think it's been like, we haven't seen him at all this season. So the last time we saw Mr. Salazar, he was helping Nick get off the bridge and shit, and that was episode 16 of last season. So I'm really just ready to get into it. Don't forget, I do have Patreon if you want to catch any of these videos weeks to months ahead of YouTube. I've been slacking on posting on freaking Patreon too, because I just haven't recorded, let alone edited. So I'm going to get grinding on watching a couple of episodes here. Hopefully tonight I can knock out maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 episodes. We'll see how I'm feeling. And I'm also going to be live in the comment sections once I've been pretty good at like not being spoiled. You guys have been great at not telling me anything that I don't or shouldn't know or anything like that, which is awesome. I really appreciate that. But I think the best thing we can do is get into it. So let's just do it. Let's get it. Let's go. It's literally both of the guns, so maybe they were hers and she gave him the other one. I thought but it said JD for John Dory though, so he had to have given it to her. Just cleaning out the gun. Oh, I don't. Why did I think those were her hands? I feel dumb as fuck now. Okay, so it is. Okay, so it is his gun. I feel silly as hell for thinking that. It's like every couple episodes they have a new little intro. Oh my god, it's one of those fucking fishes. That's funny. Almost like, I feel like everybody knew somebody in their lifetime that had that fucking fish just on their wall. I wonder how long he was by himself before, like, he meets Laura and shit like that.
Pupil. Pupil.
Because I remember in the first episode, or the second episode, whatever, he said he was, like, alone for so long that he started talking to himself and shit. Wasn't it like a year or something like that? If I remember correctly.
Salty.
He's just saying words.
Patsy. Aptly. Splat.
It makes you wonder how fast you would lose your mind. You know what I mean? Like, being alone for so long. Like, you individually. Like, how long do you think it would take before you start doing some weird shit like this where you're just saying random ass words? Just to hear something. Just to hear something. He's just saying words.
Strap. Yappy. Sappy. Platypus.
That's the one word he said to Morgan. Oh, he's got TV though. He's probably rewatched the same show like 500 times though. Or movie, whatever he has. Oh. I wonder if that's her. That, or it could just be walkers.
Hey.
Okay, yeah, that is Naomi.
Come on, go. Ma'am. Oh. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Jesus. Okay. Hey.
How'd you get back?
No. You're safe now.
I wonder where she was at before.
Hey, you are injured. I need to see how bad.
Ooh.
Well, good news is it's not a bite. That's about as good news as you can expect these days.
True.
Sorry. I'll take care of this wound as best I can, then I'll get you to sleep, okay?
Him and that candy, man. He just really got a life supply just at his place of candy. Did she just look through his shit?
On the visor.
Don't come any closer.
Oh, no.
I helped you. And you're gonna rummage through my shit and go steal my car. You ain't changed one bit.
Transmission sticks. You might want to avoid reverse, unless you want it to become a permanent situation. I just found you washed up by the river. You got a pretty bad cut. It's not a bite or scratch, but there's nothing angry about it. All right.
She's stubborn as fuck. Holy shit. She stayed just not having the best karma with cars.
If you're gonna go, then I might as well set you up with food and water. Make sure you're rested.
You're nicer than me, John. I'll say that much. You are nicer than me.
Okay.
I wonder who she was trying to get back to, or where she was trying to get back to. Because when we see her, she's like on her own again. Like when we first meet her. You not like blood, John? I mean, sure. I would not look at this either. Okay, I'll take that back.
I don't know.
I can't.
Yeah. I don't think I'd be able to do it to myself either. That shit would hurt. Oh my god, that shit would hurt.
Take one hand, hold the edges of the wound together, and then sew in one continuous loop.
Make me think of that fucking scene in the Telltale Walking Dead game with Clementine. If you know, you know. That shit looked mad painful.
You sure about this?
Just do it.
Sorry.
That would be me. I'm like, I'm sorry. Ooh. She did it. She's taking like a champ, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I believe the French call it bouillabaisse.
Those soup don't look half bad.
Soup.
She didn't say thank you,
Soup is
though.
the blanket of food.
What?
Unless I missed it.
It's been a while since I had company. Enjoy your soup. My name's John, by the way.
Thanks, John.
Okay, she said it. There you go.
You look like a Laura. Would Laura be an acceptable substitute for now?
Oh, so she just never told. He just made up a name for her. Okay. I thought maybe she told him her name was Laura.
I used to work at Humbug Gulch on weekends.
Is that for like pizza or something?
No, it's like shooting and lassoing for the kids, just turning adults. It was just something I did for fun. You know, you are welcome to stay here as long as you need.
I'll be moving on as soon as I can.
Why is she so eager? Like, why doesn't she like to stay with people?
Well, maybe next time you need something, you just ask.
Yeah, don't just rummage through my shit. I'll find it for you. I'm a nice guy.
Hey.
Oh, look at the little privacy curtain.
Privacy.
I said I'm not staying long.
What are you, doctor? Nurse? I figured it's a safe bet that you make resting up a priority, so I just made you some privacy to facilitate.
You can take the bed.
No, couch is fine. I don't sleep anyways. Hour, 2 hours if I'm lucky. It's the damnedest thing. I used to. I just haven't in a good while.
I wonder why. I mean, he's probably got a lot, like, mentally going on in his head.
How'd you know I was a nurse?
I don't know too many people eager to stick a needle in their side. Were you a nurse all the way up until...
Yeah.
Seems like forever ago, doesn't it?
It really does.
It does.
Good night.
That's funny. I guess he wasn't lying when he said he slept only 1 or 2 hours. That would scare the shit out of me. That creak would have scared the shit out of me. I don't know why. It would have scared me. I'm a scaredy cat. And like sudden noises like that would have made me, I would have went like that, dude. I wonder did he leave this farm after she leaves with the purpose of finding her? Or I wonder if something happens to make it where he has to leave this area, because this doesn't look like too bad of a spot.
They wash up here?
Yeah, there's something amiss upriver. Need to suss it out. Plus, it's Tuesday.
What happens on Tuesdays?
Go to the store.
I'll come.
Oh, you should probably rest up.
No, I need some new dressings. I'd
I can get those for you.
rather do it myself.
Well, if you're feeling up to it.
Stubborn.
You should wear these boots. They'll be big on you, but anything's better than those.
These boots were made for walking.
I want to be able to run if I need to.
You can run in those, they won't hold you back.
No thanks.
Suit yourself.
I wonder if it's just gonna be them two the entire episode, or if like
Her long?
we'll at all meet up with the rest of the group.
What did you do before me?
I was a police officer.
Why didn't you bring your guns?
What guns you mean?
I thought all cops had guns.
They cause more problems than they solve.
Why are they both being weird about that? Like, she lied about knowing he has guns, and he's being weird about having guns. That's weird.
Is that yours? I mean, is that how you ended up in the river?
No. I'm a better driver than that.
Ah! We gotta be careful.
Hey, buddy.
I was gonna say it'd be kind of hard to lean over and do it in case, like, the weight tips it over.
What is this place?
It was Bill's. I believe it's been in the family for 60 years.
Where's Bill now?
Not sure.
Probably a walker.
Help yourself to whatever you want.
I'm so surprised that there's so much stuff still. I love how he's grabbing one of everything,
You rearranging the place.
and she's like grabbing a shitload of everything.
When you're in trouble, it's hard to think outside the box. Just doing my part.
You've done this before.
I could have a job that's still useful now.
But I mean, maybe like she said, it's all gonna be for good stuff. So
You like movies?
I've been making a study of the collection.
they got syrups and everything.
Your last name's Dory?
Yeah, I like the fish, but I.E. know why?
Your name is John Dory, like the fish, and you like fishing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was he like keeping track of what they like took or whatever?
What?
We're gonna need a ladder.
For what?
Thanks for your help, Laura. Is it okay if I call you that?
Laura's fine. I won't be staying much longer.
You've been saying that. I just think about how short I am, dude. I would not be able to kill a walker like that. I would have to go up. I would have to kick a leg or something and then...
I'm disturbing you, I'm sorry. Tuesday's usually my movie night, to be honest.
Every night's movie
Every
night.
night's pretty good.
I just want some.
I've seen this so many times, pretty much know what they're gonna say.
I've watched a couple of shows like that, I'm not gonna lie.
You want some?
No thanks.
You know, sometimes on movie night, I take my butterscotch and my caramels, melt them together into a kind of brittle. So you take those blackjacks from Bill's earlier. Maybe we throw a couple of those in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
She's having a good time. Like, I think she doesn't like that she's having a good time. That's why she's like, keeps saying, I'm gonna leave. I wanna leave. I'm gonna be leaving soon. Because she probably doesn't wanna like get comfortable.
I lost my job.
Wow. That's sad. I was not expecting her. I was not expecting her to say that. Jesus. Whew. That almost got me.
Teach me to fish. The river's a resource. I should know how to use it.
Grab you some gear. A little slack, a little more slack. Good.
Hey!
Tip up, tip up.
What a like nice little moment. I'm not gonna lie, like sweet moments like this in like apocalyptic shows are always so like wholesome. You know, you can't help but like them.
This is really good.
Oh, I bet.
Thanks for teaching me. Come in handy out there.
Yeah, it'll come in handy out there.
He does not want her to leave. I kind of feel bad for John. Because, like, she is going to eventually leave, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure, depending how long she stays here, that's going to be sad. That would be, like, heartbreaking. Especially if he, like, ends up, like, he's already kind of, like, liking her. I can kind of get the vibe a little bit of that. So, like, if he ends up, like, falling for her and she decides to, like, finally leave, or when she decides to finally leave, I should say, that's gonna be sad. Hey, look, it's healing up real good, though.
There might be a little bit of a scar.
I mean, you should be happy you didn't get an infection with that shit.
I think I'm ready.
Right.
As soon as I'm all healed up and everything. Yes, if I was gonna be leaving.
Shit, as soon as you were able.
Take a couple days to pack some things.
You're on your way.
Look at that, bro. If somebody doesn't make a move or something, or like say something or do something right now, I don't know. Because it's clearly there, right? Like, it's clearly there.
I think the patch up on the bridge could use my attention.
We're gonna need something stronger to block that opening. Maybe one of the cars parked at Bill's still has a charge in it.
I can handle it.
Help me. It's the least I can do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Up to you.
John is feeling some type of way right now. Like I said, a little heartbroken. John should ask her to stay. I wonder if he asks her to stay.
Hey, where'd you learn to do that?
Some woman in a camp I lived in. You gonna arrest me?
I made a weird face.
I asked you not to go through my things.
We're driving on a bridge filled with the dead. We might need to protect ourselves.
This? Just gonna bring more of them.
True.
Those guns aren't doing anyone any good in a box.
I want them in a box. I don't want them out here.
He's a pacifist. She kind of looks like a young, like Carol a little bit. I don't know why. I get like Carol vibes a little bit. Okay, she's clearly going through some shit.
Okay, just stay straight, you're good.
That was easier than I thought it would be.
John. Shoot it. No, shoot it, John!
No!
Why is she not grabbing the knife? Jesus fucking Christ. You ruined the car. You ruined both of your guys' clothes. Now you gotta like... All because you don't want to talk about what you're really feeling right now, John.
I didn't get bit. It wasn't close enough to bite you.
I've seen people get really sick from just being exposed to this stuff.
I didn't mean for that to happen.
You could have stopped it before it got close. You had the gun.
Not how I do things.
How you do things nearly got you killed.
Better me than somebody else.
What are you talking about? This doesn't have to do with using guns on the dead. It's to do with using guns. Is that why you don't like talking about being a cop?
I mean,
Did somebody take your gun, or did you have to fire it?
I'm sure he killed some people on the force.
I fired it.
Good guy or bad guy?
I don't look at things that way. But I guess you call him a bad guy.
Was it a mistake? Or was it intentional?
It's not that simple. It was an intentional mistake. I stopped at the gas station. This guy was robbing the place. I told him I was a police officer. Put down his weapon. He would not.
Oh boy.
So I tried to clip him in the leg.
That's a dangerous spot to shoot somebody, though.
No, it's not okay.
Like, depending where in the leg you shoot him?
Because he turned. I hit him dead center in that leg, and he bled out.
Yep. He was trying to shoot him in the leg so it would, like, be...
No.
Like, just try to, like, disable him to stop him without killing him. And that happened.
Those people thought I was a hero.
Doesn't matter how many people say it's not your fault. The only thing that matters is if you believe it.
Honestly, maybe as a nurse, she might feel like she's responsible for the death of some people, too. Possibly, is what she means by that. Oh, it's gonna break the whole gate down, dude. Fuck. Oh, he put the car in, like, drive or neutral. Fuck. Well, this ain't good. There's no reason to be nervous, because I know neither of them die, right? Obviously, because we see them in the future. It's still just like, this sucks, like, this is what happens. They had a pretty nice setup. And maybe she didn't mean to leave. Maybe they got split up, and that's why he goes and looks for her. John's setup is so smart, dude. Oh, why'd you go in there, though? You should have stayed up above. You should have stayed above, dude. Like, I know they both are alive, but it's still like, oh, it's so nerve-wracking. Oh shit, they're making like a little bridge. Fuck! Oh shit. It looks like she's about to get like fucking something out. Oh shit! Oh my fucking god. That aim is crazy. He said pop, 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 pop. Holy shit. I mean, hey, at least they fucking got them all, like, figured out and shit. Well, they killed them all and everything.
Thank you.
Maybe this is where he gives her the gun too, the other one.
And an honorable person.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Very, very lucky to have washed up in your front yard.
Very lucky.
Can't.
That's cool.
If you're going, you need it.
That's true.
And I need you to take it. I'm gonna sit on the porch.
What's the matter?
Yeah, right? What is...
Just leave it be.
How much you look at me? What is it?
Nothing.
Well, it's obviously something, John.
I love you.
Oh! I told you!
I didn't want you to know.
Because he doesn't want her to leave.
Why didn't you want me to know?
Because you're gonna leave.
Yep.
And I don't want you to. If you want to be on your own, you stay. I'll go. I need you alive.
Aw.
If you're alive, this whole world,
Makes sense.
this whole world feels alive.
Aw. Oh! I think it's cute that she kissed him. She's gonna be gone. Oh, wow. Wow. She's gone.
Or
She took the shoes. The boots, I should say. Wow. That's so sad.
She loved you.
yes. Maybe if I waited to tell her.
No. No waiting. Not in this world.
Nope.
Waiting, that's how you lose people.
Morgan knows.
It's stupid to say, but I believed we'd have a second chance. Stupid.
No.
And we still do. Alicia, Strand, Luciana, they're still here. They think the only thing left is to fight and kill and die.
Maybe they're right.
Hey.
Don't think that way, John.
No, look me in the eye and tell me that's what you believe.
Right.
Tell me that's what you believe and
Right.
we'll go our separate ways.
Ooh.
I do not believe that. I do not.
Both
You're
y'all.
alive.
Both y'all are good men.
We are part of the world.
Yes.
Let's not waste another second.
At all. Loving this duo. Oh my god, that was a good episode. Honestly, it was obviously it's like an episode where it's just fucking like a flashback to get more development on characters that we're kind of just meeting. Like, we kind of know Naomi for the last couple of episodes. John, we kind of just know in the last couple of episodes. But, like, I think that gives them... So I'll say that much. That backstory did give so much more to both of those characters. So I'm very interested to see if Naomi ends up being, like, we have to... I feel like we have to see her again. Like, I feel like John... Like, Morgan and John are going to go, obviously, after Luciana, Alicia, and Strand, and Al. I think they're going to go follow them on foot and try to, like, guide them or show them the right way. Or, yes, I'm a seal. They're going to go to the stadium, maybe. Maybe they'll go to the stadium and see if Madison and Naomi are there and shit. Because they understand that they're built on vengeance and revenge and shit like that. That maybe they can find some clarity in what Nick and Strand and Lucy and Alicia couldn't. So I'm very interested in that part of it. That was really sad. Naomi letting us know that her daughter died. Like she said, I lost a child. I guess she didn't say a daughter, right? I guess she said, I lost a child. I'm taking that as maybe like the child possibly got bit and turned. Maybe the child died recently, and that's why she's kind of on this like go with the wind kind of vibe. That she like kind of the go with the flow, take one day at a time kind of energy that she has about her, because she did just lose a child. Or is it possible? I don't think it's this. I don't think it's this. But I'll throw it out there just for fun. But it could be maybe that she lost a child, like actually lost the child, like missing and shit. But who would the child be that's missing? It can't be Charlie, because Charlie and Naomi already met, so it can't be that. I'm just curious if we're gonna hear anything more about what happened to her child at all. Get more backstory on that. We didn't see any of the other characters at all this entire episode. It literally was just those two characters, and as slow as it was, I do think that they carried it well. They carried the episode decently well. I'll say that much. I think the actors had good chemistry on camera. I think they like what they chose to show us was interesting. Obviously, it's not the best episode, right? Like, if I'm gonna choose to spend 40 minutes in the Fear the Walking Dead world, I want to see everybody else, not just John and Naomi, like people that aren't even main characters. But it wasn't terrible, you know what I mean? Like, I think they did okay with what they gave us. I keep wanting to know what happened to Daniel. Like, I feel like the continuation of not seeing Mr. Salazar is mad annoying. That's my favorite character right now. Mr. Salazar is my favorite dude. I love that man. Like, I like him more than so many other characters in this show. You know what? I should like rank characters. It's been a while. It's been a mad long minute since I've ranked characters, because I feel like I consistently had a bad habit of just ranking like my top 3 characters and like said fuck everybody else apparently. Like, I feel like I was so bad at actually doing like a top 10 or a top 5 with this show. I always did top 3 and that was it. But like, honestly, I think like my favorite character right now is Mr. Salazar. Nick just died, otherwise I would have said Nick. But right now, we're talking about episode 5, season 4, right here, right now. Morgan's number 2. And that's kind of biasy because I know Morgan from a whole different show. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? So there's Morgan, and then the only other person is, that I think I really am starting to like too, is Madison. I think Madison's starting to grow on me now with this season, with her pacifist side that she has going on, and her wanting to like help people and see the good in people and like engage with like the better side of this world because of everything that's happened. And Lucy's number 4. I think that I love that bitch. That's my. I'm so happy they brought her back into this show. I'm curious how she'll be without Nick being around, but I really like Lucy too. And then number 5, I guess I would give that to Alicia. I would give Alicia to my fifth place. I like Alicia a lot. I don't like love her as much as other people, but I think she like brings so much to the show that I can't help but like have to put her in the top 5. So I guess my top 5. That's my top 5. I'm not doing 10. We'll do top 5, and that's my top 5 right there, because I think they all have so much to like offer with this show. I think they really do. I'm also curious too if they're just going to continue to give us flashbacks of different stuff as well as intermix it with the present, because I feel like this season has to be jam-packed. It just has to be, because I feel like we have to see what happened at the stadium. We have to see the revenge arc that they have going on with Alicia, Strand, and Lucy. We have to see them get to the guys that they're trying to get to in the first place. We have to still see that. And then we also have to see more of what's going on with John and Naomi's whole thing and their kind of story. So I feel like there's a lot of little things going on, and like we eventually have to like wrap up when we stop seeing Nick's actor. Like, eventually we have to stop seeing Nick's actor, and they have to wrap that up nicely, I feel, for it to, like, make sense. So I'm curious with that as well. And then we still have to see, I still think they have to explain how we got here. Maybe they won't, but I personally think I want to know what happened between episode 16, season 3 to now. What happened to, like, after the fucking bridge exploded and stuff? I'm still wondering about that stuff. Personally, I don't know about you guys. I'm still wondering about that. So I feel like there's so much that they have to tell us when there's only 16 episodes this season. It felt like, did we really need 40 minutes of John and Naomi? Probably not. But they did it anyways. And I'm hoping that they'll do the rest of this season tastefully. That'll make sense why they're giving those story arcs to certain people, and why we're getting those flashbacks to certain people, and why it's going the way it's going. Because I just feel like there's so much to still, like, tell us in so little time. You know what I mean? So there's still, you know what I mean? After this season, there's only 4 more. So I don't know. And I feel like there's still got to be some more time jumps going on between now and season 8. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just really curious to see how the rest of this goes. Don't forget, I do have Patreon. If you want to catch any of these videos in full length and early access, because I do need to start tackling out these episodes, because I'm really interested to see where we go. Because once we start finishing the Fear the Walking Dead, I do want to eventually hop in, like I said before, to some of the other Walking Dead franchise shows, like the Daryl Dixon show, the Rick and Michonne show. Like I want to see all of that, and I'm very curious to see where the whole world goes and everything. But I think that's the best thing we could do with it. Until next time, y'all have a good one. Deuces.